Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is our first ever NXT prediction, and because it is such a big event like War Games, I thought we'd bring in the big guns. Welcome in, Brother Pyro.
Hey guys.
So, should we get right into the predictions? Or anything you gotta say?
I think we can get right into it.
Alright. So, first off, we have Team Shotzi Blackheart versus Team Candice LeRae.
I went Team Shotzi. Both teams are absolutely stacked, though.
I do agree. Actually, everybody went Team Shotzi on this one for the simple fact, Flash went Team Shotzi because he does like Rhea Ripley, and I went Team Shotzi just because it seemed to be, to me, more of the one that I would predict to win, in all honesty. I mean, you know, we had Rhea Ripley winning her first ever War Games last year by just herself and Candice, and her being the one to score and pin the victory.
Yep.
All right, next one is the Undisputed Era versus Pat McAfee's team.
It's going to be the Undisputed Era. I mean, you're not going to put them in, 3-4 War Games matches in a row and not have them win a single one. Plus, it's Pat McAfee. He's got a good team behind him, but he himself...
Nah. I think we're in for one hell of a fight in that match, though.
I want to see a moment where they are able to isolate the hell out of Pat and just beat the holy hell out of him.
I believe we're going to see that tonight. I do think so. Another one that was completely just all one-sided for the Undisputed Era was this one. Flash obviously chose them just because they are the better team. And, you know, Flash doesn't really watch wrestling as much as me and him do, so doesn't really know much about the other team. The next match we have on the card is a triple threat match for the, North American title?
NXT North American title.
All right, it is going to be Ruff versus Johnny Gargano versus Damian Priest.
I personally went Ruff. He seems like the underdog, and I have a soft spot in my heart for the underdog. Plus, he has the most to prove in this match, seeing as he's not necessarily as big or as his wrestling skills definitely aren't necessarily up there with Priest and Gargano. No disrespect to him, he still got it. I mean, he was able to win the title. Now the bigger challenge is keeping the title.
I know.
Granted, he didn't win the title on his own. He did have help from Mr. Priest. So again, with him having the most to prove.
He also did defend the title on NXT.
You have the most to fight for.
He also did defend his title on NXT against Johnny. But again, he only kept the title due to Damian Priest's interference. So this is a moment of, I have to prove myself. I have to be the bigger one.
I have to show that I can do this on my own.
Yeah. Me and Flash both went with Damian Priest. I'm just kind of sick of seeing Johnny Gargano in the title picture for a while.
In the NXT spotlight?
Yeah. It's getting a little stale, so I kind of went with the
kind of reminding us of main roster moments of
Charlotte and Roman.
Yes.
Yeah, totally agree with that.
And for a brief period of time, Seth Rollins.
Yeah, agreed. All right, next we have Dexter Lumis versus Cameron Grimes in a strap match.
Dexter Lumis is who I picked just because I feel like he does have the advantage in this. This is his first strap match, plus the mind games he can play with Grimes is absolutely amazing. I like,
this is another one that was unanimous in its call. Everybody picked Dexter, but I do like how Flash said it about Dexter Lumis. He is the creepy, scary guy. I mean, the second that the camera pans to him, he's just staring you down with everything he's got, and it's just it you know, makes your heart skip a beat. As somebody who watches horror movies and loves them, it even makes my heart skip a beat. Kind of scares me a little bit.
Like I said, I think plus he's already intimidating enough in a match and dangerous as hell. You put that strap in his hand and
he's gonna whip you with it.
You're in for a world of trouble.
And lastly on the card we
don't die. You're not allowed to die. We gotta make sure our predictions are right first. after the event. You can die later tonight after the event, ma'am.
Oh, thanks. Even though we were also worried about you last event.
Look, my stomach was in knots. You see, I recovered very much so. I'm here now, ain't I?
Mm-hmm. All right, and lastly, we have Tommaso Ciampa versus Timothy Thatcher in just a normal one-on-one match.
I think we all went Ciampa with this one. Ciampa is just, he's got the, I think he's just more fit to win the match. Granted, it could go either way. I'm impartial to Ciampa, one, because he trained right here in Milwaukee. And secondly, I mean, have you not seen this man's arsenal and the mind games he can play with you?
Yeah, I do agree on everything that Brother Pyro has said about Ciampa. It was a unanimous call. So nobody really sided with Timothy Thatcher on this one.
Okay, for the record, you and Flash, however, don't really know who Timothy Thatcher is.
I haven't seen him in the upcoming weeks because I have missed the last two NXTs, but knowing Tommaso Ciampa and the arsenal he does hold, I do go with more of Ciampa than I would with Timothy Thatcher. So that is our predictions for War Games of 2020 to end out, I believe, to end out NXT's pay-per-views for this year. And next up, we have TLC. Am I correct?
TLC, which is already looking to have a great match card, mind you.
So we will be back to give you our predictions for TLC. We will see you guys in the next video.
Don't forget to watch Tribute to the Troops today.